frames, it's nothing new. Side to side pressure. We did it when we taught the bullfight pass. Let's just go over the details on it again. It's the best way for beating frames. More than likely, when you get us back on the mat, I make the grips. Charles' knees are pointing at me. His arms are keeping me away. All his weapons are facing me. Stay there, bro. Charles on his right side. And I can physically get to this side. Pin his knees in one direction. Charles starts to frame on me. It's just not gonna. He's put himself in the chiropractor's position. That's the theory of it. Yeah. You also don't have to go around the hip line. You can also go around the headline. So we're here. I cut the angle. Notice my Charles framing. And I continue to move around north-south. We talked about this connection. Charles has a profiler. If I start to move towards north-south and turn my body, I'm removing that profile. So when we're here and I cut the angle, I can move my whole body around, and now we're back into facing away again. I'm not a big fan of that because it's just a bigger movement. That's the theory, but then what happens when you go to do it in sparring? Does it work? Well, theoretically it should work, but the problem is this: because sparring is live, when I go to pin that knee, whether it's top or bottom, and Carl's framing, as I try to move back Carl's movement, he can use his right leg on the mat, he'll hip escape, and as I start to turn my end up here, and now his knees are pointing at me again, if that makes sense. So again, I'm pinning this knee, I'm trying to pin this knee. As I move around, he's already, I may end up here. Okay, so I think you want to be thinking about it might take more than once. So you don't do it twice, you go, it doesn't work. Good person to watch on YouTube, Leandra Lowe. Epic bullfight pass. Just like a Sherman tank going through people. So from here I start the pass. Then I come to here. Okay, this time, I'm going again. I just focus on really stuffing that knee. And maybe he gets into a false sense of security. You try to pass 2 to 3 times. Oh, I've got him now, he's not passing. So I'm here, he's framing. Maybe I didn't pin that well enough. He's already hip escaping and we end up there. And then I go again and we end up there. Now this time, I'm really pinning that bottom knee. Now I'm here. That makes sense. So you always want to be thinking ahead. And again, from there, what's the guy going to do? He's framing. And that can immediately give me things. So don't think framing is a bad thing. We want to pass the guard and hope they're still framing. Because if I can get past that hip line and he's framing, it's going to give me subs. So framing's good to stop me passing the guard. But when I get past the guard and they're still framing, okay, you are in a really advantageous offensive position. I was from Koreana, we also talked on the long step. It's the same stuff. So maybe I don't want his feet pointing at me, so I can push one down and move into split squat. Carl brought the knee shield in, couldn't get my knee to the mat, so we made long step grips. And just from there, I back step there. But now he's framing and his knees and arms are facing at me. So we talked about switching to the bottom leg, and now I can run him this way. Again, straight into the leg drag if I choose to. We can cover this up and possibly look to get on the back. So combining passes, side to side pressure, thinking of the concept that he cannot stop you passing to both sides. Okay, get his knees one way, his frames the other way. Take your time. If it takes 7 or 8 goes, that's fine. Okay, let's play around with that.